Hi, I'm Dr. Lanier. I'm glad you stopped by. I appreciate that. I own bewell-forlife.com, and I do that with the hopes of helping as many people as I can live a healthy, long life. We've been talking about community, the benefit of that, and how it's been proven to be a strong factor in people living longer, healthier lives. The Blue Zone. So I've taken these 9 points from the Blue Zone documentary, and like I said before, this is not all right or all wrong. They're just very helpful points to consider community, maybe participating in building one or participating in one, either way you want to go. It's a challenge in Western civilization to do this. And so that's what we've been talking about. That's what I'm building on in terms of helping you be well for life. So the fourth rule of community that the Blue Zone people found to be beneficial is the 80% rule. Most cultures do things and allow for 80% satisfaction. They eat to 80% full. They will not eat to full. They are satisfied with 80%. That translates into several areas. Some people have done research into a 4-day work week versus 5, and not necessarily increasing the hours, and it increases happiness. Thankfulness, mindfulness when we eat. Let's just talk about 80% eating. Although I'm going to make a point of 80% eating, but I want you to understand that in these cultures, they are satisfied with 80% of their production or consumption. But let's talk about it in terms of eating, because then we can translate that into our own lives. 80% rule. Doesn't mean you goof off 20. It doesn't mean you don't try hard on the final 20. It doesn't mean you don't give 100%. 80% of your food. So what we see in these communities is many of them, of course, have to gather their own food in terms of not having the luxuries of Western civilization, not having the abundance, the gluttonous content that we have. So that makes one difference. But I have found that, I don't know if you've ever said grace over your food or been thankful to God for what you have in front of you, but that creates a mindfulness that creates an 80%. The people are thankful for what they have. The people are not greedy for having more. That concept of mindful eating helps indigestion, helps your gratitude, which helps your mind. Think about that. Stop for a moment. Whether you say a prayer, whether you just say a thought. Thank you, God, for these farmers. Thank you for these animals that gave their life. Thank you for the people who picked the produce and packed it and shipped it. I think you get the point. Thanks for coming by.